Aloha everybody, Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel. And today is the day before Thanksgiving here in the United States. So I just want to wish all of my subscribers or anybody who's watching out there who celebrates Thanksgiving a happy Thanksgiving. I'm really happy this year. A lot of things are going well. I mean, I've had some health challenges and other things this year, but I am really thankful for where I am right now in my life, and I hope everybody else is in a good place too, or will be soon if you're not. Anyway, today we continue looking through my Hawaiian record collection. Actually, today we're looking at Exotica. We are in the letter D, and we're going to start with the letter D in Exotica. And I know some of you are looking forward to this because we're going to start in on Martin Denny today, which a lot of people love that stuff. Anyway, so we're going to start with the letter D, Exotica. This is an album, the title of which is Anita, Darrien. I have also seen this album with exactly the same cover, released under the title something, East of the Sun, or East, something about the East, I don't remember. But it's exactly the same album. This is Anita, Darrien. And she's just singing exotic songs: baubles, bangles and beads, mountain high, valley low, on a little street in Singapore, Miserlou, we kiss in a shadow. Nice album, kind of a operatic kind of voice, so not really like a lounge singer, but more of a serious vocalist. Up next, this record is from the 1966. The Lansdowne series. It's a British album called Strange Enchantment by Marianne, David and Marianne Dalmour. Now, this is an interesting album. I like this one a lot. They're just a husband and wife vocal team, although he has a fairly high voice, so it almost sounds like two women singing, really, to be honest. And she's quite striking. Her pictures here. It says Marianne Dalmour is strikingly beautiful. Although, like her husband, she comes from the north of England, she looks like an Inca princess when singing. She actually looks sort of like an Inca princess just in that picture. They sing Strange Enchantment, the title song, Moon Over Miami, Red Sails in the Sunset, Kalua Lullaby, Moon Glow, It Happened in Kaloha. It Happened in Kaloha, that's a song you don't hear all that often, but I really like it. So yeah, interesting record. Columbia. Next up, we have the velvety smooth voice of Vic Damone, with an album also called Strange Enchantment. How many albums would you have thought they were called Strange Enchantment? I mean, not many. Have you heard that song? I like it. Not really that popular. Vic Damone, an easy listening singer, lovely, very smooth, velvety voice. This album has Poinciana, Bali High, Hawaiian Wedding Song, Shangri-La, Moon of Manakura, Ebb Tide, sort of exotic orchestral arrangements. Very nice record. Very nice. On Capitol Records. Okay, folks. Drum roll. We're getting into Martin Denny. Now, you probably know who Martin Denny is if you've been watching, if you're interested in this kind of music, but I'll just say very briefly, he was a pianist. He was performing in Hawaii with his group for quite some time, and there's sort of a lot of urban legend around how this came about, but his idea was sort of that Hawaii was a very vibrant, multicultural place, even then in the late 50s, people from all over the world, and that the music, also Hawaii was just on the verge of becoming a state, so there was a real interest. We're talking, post-World War II, combining with Hawaii statehood, and this idea of exoticism was kind of catching on, of the islands and whatever. And he wanted to combine musical influences from different locales together uh, instrumentation, percussion particularly. So he was combining sort of Asian instrumentation and Latin American and Pacific Island and sort of mixing them all together. But still, it was like polite cocktail jazz. It's American music, American cocktail music, with all of these influences. And the idea was sort of that it would be geographically ambivalent but very exotic, like it's an island somewhere. And apparently the legend is they were performing at this place, maybe it was down the Beachcombers or Hilton Hawaiian, I'm not sure, I remember, but that a certain song, there's certain percussion instruments caused, like there were bullfrogs around there someplace and whatever, and it caused them to sort of start making bullfrog noises, and people thought it was part of the act, and they would request them to do that song that has the bullfrogs, which I think was Quiet Village actually. So they just had the idea to sort of incorporate these sounds and bird calls and frog sounds and whatever into their music to sort of make this whole exotic ambient thing. And they had a song, Quiet Village, a Les Baxter composition that they re-recorded. That was his first really big hit. And it went on for like many, many albums. I have so many Martin Denny records, it's going to take like 3 videos to get through them all. Anyway, so that's Martin Denny, and I'm going to show you the records I have of his. First, I'll just show you, make it more personal, because I don't know exactly the order everything was released in, but the records, my exposure to him on a personal level. The first time I ever heard Martin Denny was as a little kid, was this record, Quiet Village, The Exotic Sounds of Martin Denny. My aunt had this record in Pennsylvania, and she would play it for me. And I thought it was really weird and cool and strange because it was Hawaiian but not Hawaiian, and it was very like, what is this music with these weird percussions and birds squawking all over the place and whatever. But I did really like it. This one has the hit song, Quiet Village, also a cool version of Hawaiian War Chant, and My Little Grass Shack, some songs from South Pacific, Pagan Love Song, etc. Also on the cover, I should note, is Sandy Warner. Most of the records I'm going to show at the beginning have Sandy Warner on the cover. I don't know the story why he wanted to use Sandy Warner on all of his early covers, but she's on every single one of them, and she looks very different. You might not even recognize that it's her because the hair and the makeup are different, but for whatever reason, Sandy Warner is the model on all of the early records. Now, she's not the model on the next 2, which were the next 2 that I personally had contact with. So we had the one from my aunt. Then at some point, I think at like a Woolworths or a Murphy's or somewhere when I was a kid, we picked up this record on some sort of sale. Hawaii Goes a Go-Go, Martin Denny. Not a typical Martin Denny record, really. Partially a live recording. Some Hawaiian songs, Ele Kale'e, Friendly Islands, She Sang Aloha to Me, and then some pop songs like Girl from Ipanema, Call Me, Mexican Pearls. And I always enjoyed this album. I still like it today. I suppose mainly it's just because I have a sentimental attachment to it. I mean, I don't think it's considered one of his great albums. Then the third one that I came in contact with would be this one, which I don't remember. Again, I think it was like at a Woolworth or somewhere that we got this. I was still like in junior high school, like 14 or 15. This is on Sunset Records, which was like the budget label branch of Liberty, so they would actually reissue stuff on albums. So actually these songs were already released on other Martin Denny albums. I didn't know it or whatever at the time. I just had this one. And I really, really loved the song Jungle Madness. Like, oh my god. I mean, forget Quiet Village. To me, Jungle Madness is where it's at. That's the Martin Denny song to me, Jungle Madness. It just doesn't get better than that. The chorus, oohing and ahhing, all these eerie noises, and it's amazing. Blue Paradise I really liked, and Aloha I Love You. Those 3 songs I really liked from this album. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. and we will listen to some samples.
Desert shadows creep across purple sands. Natives kneel in prayer by their caravans. They're silhouetted under an eastern star. Flamingo, like a flame in the sky, flying over the island to my lover nearby. Palm tree paradise. When I'm free to roam again, I'm coming back to you. Blue Bahamas, Bahamas.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and if you like the video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And join me next time, because we got like so much more Martin Denny to come. So much more.